your RevOps Academy.
Shadab again from RevPartners team. So before we move on to the go-to-market and data model discovery that we do during our kickoff, let's quickly talk about some of the fundamental building blocks that I was talking about in the last video. If you are watching this one first, I recommend watching the intro for Revenue Engine Diagnostics and you'll get the full picture, including the maturity level frameworks and the Revenue Engine Diagnostics model as a whole. Let's begin. So we start with a very base layer. The business model. How do we make money? That's the main question we are asking. How do we sell and service our products? Very fundamental. That's our go-to-market model. So that can be our sales go-to-market, marketing go-to-market, and CS go-to-market. There can be operations as well. Then data model. How do we report on company performance? How do we do that? Growth model. How do we hit our growth targets? Tech stack. How do we organize all of this stuff? Where do we do it? In our case, it's mostly HubSpot. It's actually exclusively HubSpot for all of our partners. And then fundamental things. Where do we start? So now, before we start building out anything, we need to have this baseline understanding. And from there on, the very first step of data model, this is where we start. In the very first call, this is what you need to do. This is what we do and we recommend you do. Just have like a quick business summary of what you are doing. Your current revenue, your team size, what is the type of goals? Are you on MRR, ARR, or total contract values, go-to-markets? Then what are your go-to-market motions, just like we discussed in the last slide? So is it like one stage, two stage, PLG, account-based, land and expand, or any other, hybrid model? Try to stick with the primary model first, like the primary strategy, and then the secondary ones will be handled separately. Because if you try to fit everything in one, it's gonna be difficult. So try to, or if you have multiple running, that's completely fine. Just select one that you want to optimize for now and then go from there and then build upon that. It will be much easier this way. There are certain cases, talk to our team if you want to explore that. There are certain cases where there are multi-channel models running at the same time. So how do you optimize for that? We have done it in the past. We can do it for you as well. Anyhow, what is your primary go-to-market motion? Is it like inbound, outbound, partnerships, community, event, product, secondary go-to-market model? So similar options. And then data model, how do you make money? How do you organize the data? And what is your segmentation, like your business segments? So in our case, we have revenue operations and we have all bound as a service. These percentages mean nothing, like these all data is the purely dummy data. But let's say we are primarily doing RevOps as a service, and then Allbound, which is our new product line, is 10%. It's catching up really fast, but yeah, these are not real numbers. And then what is your North Star metric? For us, it's average contract value or annual contract value. For some people, it can be ARR or MRR. So that can be different. Or some people, it can be totally different thing. If their pricing is exactly the same, they might be counting the number of closed won deals. That's completely fine. But you need to have a North Star defined. Your deal source, and then your specific source within that deal source. So how do you correctly capture? Do you capture it, and are you willing to move it? Basically, just try to document as much as possible. So this is like your basic info, and then some engagement details that we capture for our internal stuff. Then we do a product discovery. Okay, what products do we have? So we have RevOps as a service, we have feature release, we have product launch, we have fast track, we have Allbound as a service, we have Allbound as a project, one-time thing, and we have guided activation. Mostly we try to focus on things that are recurring in revenue, since CRM is a product, your business itself is a product that's competing. Think of your business as a product that's competing on a supermarket market shelf. So since your business is ever evolving, your systems, your processes, your revenue engine should always be evolving. Thus we do recurring engagements. Primarily, there are small fraction of things that we do on a non-recurring basis. Let's say, for example, like a one-time large-scale migration, rip and replace, integration, things like that. We do that as well. And you see, we have the type, we have the pricing, we have the list price, we have the frequency, and what does our average sales cycle looks like. So you want to capture all of this information. And then for the recurring one, since we decided, hey, we are primarily in the recurring business model, we want to do it very carefully, and we want to ensure that we are collecting all of our volume metrics and our conversion metrics. Once you get your volume metrics down correctly, then you can easily derive your conversion metrics. So for our case, for example, like in this example case, we have sessions, we have leads, MQLs, SQLs, deals created, closed won, then we have closed MRR and closed NRR. And then in terms of recurring steps, we have net new, we have cross-sell, expansion, downgrade, and churn. We track every single one of those. So both the left side of the bow tie and the right side of the bow tie. And then exact same thing for our business segment too. So you wanna make sure you document all of this for your business. Now we wanna see, okay, what is our pipeline looking like in the CRM actually? How does it looks like? So we have like a couple of pipelines, and looks like all of them are live and adopted, at least in this example case. And then what are our primary KPIs goals? So for Q1 2025, we have 15K goal, and it's like the same for the whole year. From Q1 to Q2, the goal increased for leads, but it stays the same. So this is where you enter all of your goals, so you can start to track. And then I'm not gonna like walk through every single part of this, since lot of things are calculated. Then we have the visibility chart. You can see, okay, you have the sessions here, you have the leads here, and the conversion rate between them. And you can see, okay, within the primary KPIs, so lead is a primary KPI. Within the lead, what can I find more information about the lead? Like how can I drill down into that? So the summary, the create date, lead score, go to market motion. Okay, within these SQL to opportunity, what can I find? Within like opportunity to close one, how can I drill it down and further segment it down? So these are your data partition. This will enable you to answer fundamental questions about your business, and then any of your change log and timeline and things like that. So this is the overall structure of the go-to-market and data model discovery. I will see you in the next video where we talk about the next steps for the Revenue Engine Diagnostics. It's a comprehensive process, so stay tuned.